Papasquatjon, come at ya. We've got, I'm going to do a couple things tonight. First is Weiland's You Can't Climb the Mountain. Is that the full title? In New York. You Can't Climb the Mountain in New York. And this is from Weiland and Part Time. I'm not familiar with Part Time. Part Time, longtime musician David Speck is no stranger to sound nor walking the fringe. No stranger to sound nor walking the fringe. As of late, his monomaniacal vehicle for music, Part Time, has given birth to a steady stream of pop ballads, prompting me to believe he has found the formula for quick whiz. I don't know who's writing this. David's thick sheets of soft focus synth gauze wrap themselves around the listener. That's a good sentence. Making those born in the late 70s and early 80s reminisce on what it must have sounded like to experience the pop music of that time from the cochlea of the womb. Oh yeah. One thing is certain, the genesis for his creations appear to be full-time. Part-time, full-time, that's funny. Which can only mean one thing for us, more part-time. Okay. That's definitely somebody writing about somebody else. Let's check this out. This is 4 tracks. Weiland and Part-Time have made together. Like I said, I'm not familiar with Part-Time's work. It sounds like it's very interesting from that very strange description. This is, let's see, pop, indie pop in English, USA. Came out May 9th of 2025. I wanted to do this because I really do like Weiland. And this sounds like it's going to be interesting. 4 tracks is all it is, 12 minutes and 32 seconds. I will probably have things to say. The first song is called Let You Go. This is not the first song. This is the last song. Let You Go. Here we go. Yep. So the whole album must be Weiland and Part-Time. Oh, this is Weiland and Summers. That's interesting. Wow. Huh. That's cool. And this is listed as pop. Purely pop. Let's check it out. Please like, subscribe, and share. Please go watch another video on the channel. CashApp, PayPal, and Patreon information are down here in the description of the videos. This is a video, I actually got to tell you, I'm tired, it's late, and I got to get up and work in the morning, so I'm doing a couple of things that I really wanted to do that people have recommended. It is unfortunately not stuff that people have paid for, or if they have, actually that's not true, the second one they have paid for. I don't think anybody has paid for this Weiland one. It was just short enough that I wanted to do it. So I apologize to everybody who has sent money in. I will get back to doing regular albums soon. I'm trying to do 1 album a week, usually on Monday nights. So far it's been Monday nights. I think this is probably like the 4th time. So I'm trying. I'm making progress. Let's do it. This is Let You Go from Weiland and Summers. Thanks very much for being here. I gotta admit, right off the bat, definitely has like an 80s electro feel to it. Definitely. Even the slow fade up, right? Not something you hear very often in tracks these days. And I'll just start the thing over so you can go, oh yeah, that was weird. Not common. Not common to have a slow fade. You might build up, but a slow fade in, very strange for this time period. Guitar, everything else sounds super 80s. That beat. Nice sound.
One night away.
The name that comes into my mind is Brian Ferry. And I don't know if this is correct. It's just the name that came into my head. I am not a huge Brian Ferry fan. But let's see if this sounds at all like what we just heard. Also a cool sounding song. Boy, could they be closer to him? It's creepy. I'm self-conscious that I'm leaning forward. Let's get to the hook. That's the hook. Huh. Does that sound like this? I don't know. Let's back up. So I should stop, because it's very possible that this Brian Ferry section will get cut out, the music part of it, just with the way things have been going with copyright and stuff like that I've had on the channel. When I go back and listen to stuff from the 80s, often it gets the video blocked. In case I needed to delete that section, delete the music, whatever, it was Brian Ferry's Don't Stop the Dance, if you want to check that out on your own. I just want to throw that out there. Let's keep listening. I really do like the way this song sounds, by the way. Let You Go sounds great. Okay, so that was all Weiland, and now this is going to be Summers here in this next verse. I just want to point that out because it probably is going to sound significantly different, just the vocals. And if you're not following along, you might be like, what in the hell? The mix on this sounds a little off. I want his voice to be a little bit louder. It doesn't seem like it's at quite the same level as Weiland's voice was in the previous verses. I like what he's doing. I like what's going on there. I like the auto-tune. It's interesting. Uh, yeah, really a good little 80s pop song. Gotta say, I think that sounds really nice. Quite good. I'm very curious as to what the impetus behind this album is. Huh. Um, Also, very curious to see what we're going to get next. The next song is The Girl Is Not Mine. The Girl Is Not Mine. This is just Weiland. And let's see here. This is listed as. Last one was just pop. This is pop and indie pop. Okay, they're all indie pop then. Don't know why it's not listed that way. And let's see if this is going to continue. The Girl Is Not Mine is the next track. Yes. Also, very 80s sound. I honestly feel like Weiland is doing like homages to very specific songs, because even the start of this, if I had like perfect recall, I feel like I could come up with a song that starts off like this and sounds from a similar time period, from an 80s time period, right? Like it really sounds like something in my head that, I mean, it does kind of remind me of something that's like late 80s. I think it was the Primitives. The Primitives, was it Crash? I think I've talked about this song even on this channel before. The way it starts. Oh yeah, no, that's a cool start to a song. Yeah, very different. Here you go. Yeah, that is just a really cool little song. But that doesn't sound like this at all. Let's start this over. It sounds like Britpop from the early 80s. The guitar even sounds a little like The Cure's guitar. Really liking this. I'm not sure about this, right? This sounds like not a love song, right? The Girl Is Not Mine. And I feel like what he's talking about here is some guy, probably a young guy, teenager, at home in modern day, right? On the internet, looking at porn. Oh God, there goes the lust again. You must be drunk on wine, wasting all my time because sex is on my mind. Not my, oh, the girl is not mine. It was only well played. In the morning we'll wake again. I don't know. Maybe he does actually hook up with somebody. I don't know. I'm fine, though the girl is not mine. She's only one face, and the memory will fade again, wasting all my time because sex is on my mind. Maybe it's just hooking up with someone randomly, but it kind of sounds like somebody talking about like the girl their dream girl on the sex site, on the porn site. I don't know. Just keep going. It's a good sounding song. It's very 80s, right? very curious as to what the reasons are for this album. Because it seems so very much a throwback to this 80s sound. To me, it does. Maybe I'm crazy. You can't climb the mountain in New York. I gotta try and look up some information about this. Also, I should point out that the cover to this album is fantastically good. Because it's talking about you can't climb the mountain in New York, and it shows the New York skyline, or part of the skyline, I think, in the background, right? That looks like the Empire State Building. And then it's got this, I'll say superimposed, but that's not true. In the foreground is somebody standing on a mountain with New York behind them. And that is kind of crazy. It looks like there's a video for you can't stop the mountain. You can't climb the mountain in New York. Any sort of information about this? Weiland maturity. Okay, so this is somebody writing about it. Well, let's look at it. Yeah, it's a great image. I mean, it's just a cool image. Weiland's back outside with You Can't Climb the Mountain in New York, a snappy, self-reflecting EP that proves he's ready to grow up. He's ready, yes, that's what it says. Tampa's emerging hit. Tampa? Really? Hitmaker switches gears once again, blending heartbreak, ambient waves, and off-kilter melodies into something raw yet refined. He's been in the cut since Vices, and now he's back with 4 new joints that show just how far he's come since Insomnia. Let You Go taps into, so that was the first one, taps in Summers, and together they spill about getting curved with Cold Delivery. The Girl's Not Mine, Weiland slides over dance pop drums and hazy synths, brushing off messy talk with chill resolve. I don't really want to read the 2 that I haven't listened to yet. It's got shades of The Weeknd's After Hours trilogy, but more lo-fi, more grimy, more real. Okay. I haven't listened to the whole thing yet. There's no label polish here, just vibes from the underground and emotion you can't fake. With this drop, Weiland ain't following trends. That I agree with. He is not following any trend that I am aware of in music. He's cutting his own path. You Can't Climb the Mountain in New York ain't about flex, it's about growth, and even through the static, dude's voice still cuts clear. Sure. I'm good with that. I still really would like to know if there's some reason why it has this sound. Is he I don't know, what's he been listening to? Let's check out the next track. Promise is the next track. It is listed as, this is good, pop and indie pop. There you go. Let's check out Promise. And this is just Weiland. Very, very different sort of vocalization thing going on there. Huh. It's kind of interesting. I'm trying to think of like who that might remind me of, and I can't, which is a good thing. So the I promise, I think that is The Cure, right? I promise you I'll run away with you, right? Isn't that I promise you, Just Like Heaven by The Cure in 1987. So it definitely reminds me of that. just his delivery on it. I'm sure that'll get blocked if I play it, so I won't play it. But go check out Just Like Heaven by the That's a good lyric. You say, let's do it all again and find out. No way, it's over. I think that's pretty great. That's a cool change up. I like how those whatever instruments, percussion things come in there at the end of that little break. That was very cool. Love that. The cheesy, like, I promise, I promise. Like, I kind of wish he had gone off and, like, said something more like, I promise, baby, if we get back together, things won't ever be the same. Like, just do something like that over this. It would just be fantastic. So I'm a little confused by this, because I don't know if what he's saying is that two people have been together and they've split up and now they meet up again, and I assume she says, "Hey, maybe we should try this again and see how it goes," and he's like, "I don't want to try it again." And make the same mistakes, right? And I don't know if he's saying it's not like it's not going to be the same, or no, I'm not going to do that because it's not going to be the same, because it's not, like, I am not the same person, you are not the same person, like, we cannot recreate what we had, we cannot make it better than it was. Or if he's saying, like, that's just a horrible idea. That's a good song too. I'm really, really enjoying this. Let's keep going. Let's just go to the next song. So this is "You Can't Climb the Mountain in New York" is the last song on this album. This is with Part Time. And I want to check something here. So this is with Part Time, and Part Time is actually listed as one of the producers. I think the last two songs have both been produced wholly by Weiland. Yes. Was the first song produced by him? The first song was Weiland and Part Time. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, so that's just what I just wanted to check that. I usually tend to like when artists are producing their own stuff, when producers are also performers, is probably more appropriate for me to say, because they have a very clear vision of what they want to do, and they have the technical know-how to make that happen and make the song sound exactly like they want it to sound. And I think Weiland is also experienced enough now, and he certainly has been for years, to know when to move on from a sound or a bar or something in music, when to let it play out more. Like, he knows what he's doing. None of these songs are particularly long. He got the song done, he got his point across, and he was out, right? He's not letting stuff play just to hear it. These are all tight, well-constructed songs. Let's get into the last one. You Can't Climb the Mountain in New York. Nice synth. Love it. Love synth. Very weird that he keeps saying these phrases. Is there anyone out there? The Wall live. Is there anyone out there? Yeah, that was in The Wall, wasn't it? Is there anyone out there? Is that... Yeah, it is Pink Floyd. It's really weird that I keep picking up on these phrases that are from these, or musical styles that are so from the 80s, right? The annotation here says, the journey to climb the mountain is too difficult to face alone, and Weiland is yearning for someone to relate to or provide support. In other words, he's surrounded by many people, but no one is there to help him. Really? Also, I think the mountain is metaphorical in this case, too. I think he's maybe talking about, like, if you're in New York City, to get to the top of your field, to climb that mountain, to become successful, you have to do something spectacular. You can't climb that mountain, right? You can't get to the top of it. I don't know, but let's just keep going. The delivery on that line. I like how that line comes out of nowhere. I really like that. The fear of falling in too deep. I like, just listen. It just comes out of nowhere. I didn't go back far enough. Yeah, and even the annotation here says kind of what I was saying before. Here, the term "you can't climb the mountain in New York" is used as a metaphor which can be a reflection of the difficulties of achieving success and the emotional toll it can take to get there. Yeah. Um, this is right in my wheelhouse, right? This is absolutely a styles of music that I love. Um, the synth stuff I just have always been a fan of. I mean, it's why I got interested in electronic music in general, why I liked EDM so well, why I like old electro tracks from the 80s, why I like a lot of the modern music is because it's so heavily electronic. Um, I, this is an absolute winner of an album for me, or EP for me. Like, totally top tier. Just absolutely love it. Stuff I could listen to over and over and over, not get tired of. I could easily listen to this whole album uh, repeatedly, easily. It just is a pleasant sound. I like what's going on. His lyrics are good. It's great. It's great. It makes me want to check out stuff by Part Time too, who I have never heard of before. Excellent stuff. Excellent, excellent stuff. There you go. That's the first album I'm doing tonight. Next, I'm gonna do Subsat. So you should definitely go watch that because I freaking love Subsat. I'm doing this one first just because it's shorter, and it's only 12 minutes long, and it's probably this video is a half an hour because I talk a lot. Pop Squat, check it out. Please like, subscribe, and share. Please go watch another video on the channel. CashApp, PayPal, and Patreon over here in the description of the video. I didn't really pick up on a specific through line in this. There's a lot of stuff about like old relationship, trying to pick up an old relationship, completely not wanting to do that picking up of the relationship again. Um, so I don't know. I don't know. I would love to hear from Weiland more about why this album is and why it sounds the way it does. I would love to hear more. I'm going to have to do some searching. Thank you for being here. If, like I said, nobody paid for me to do this, if you would like to leave me a tip, Cash App, PayPal, Patreon are down below. If you could sign up for Patreon, $2 a month. I hope I give you $2 worth of entertainment. And just forget that you're sending me $2 a month, and get like a few thousand of your friends to do the same thing, and it will change my life. Thanks very much. Have yourself a good day, and I'll be back with some more music. Bye bye.